welcome back to the channel. This video didn't start off how it was supposed to. I was supposed to work from an office today, but I forgot some things at home, so I'm gonna work from home today, but we're gonna make it work.
You trying to erase that little message? I think you trying to erase that message I put there for you.
No. I know you use friggin' permanent marker. Today is a no meeting day, so it was relatively quiet this morning. I just responded to a few messages. I don't really have anything planned for today. Right now we're in the discovery phase for this new project that we're starting. So I plan on doing, actually today might be just a research day or documentation, reading up on a lot of documentation today. It was supposed to be a light day, but I just had like 2 different tasks assigned to me. This is still on the new project that I was speaking about earlier. So it's still going to be a research focused day, but it's a little bit more than what I planned to do. So let's get straight into the title of this video, which is my journey into a DevOps engineer role. I've been in the industry for about 5 years now, starting back all the way to 2018. There's been a lot of ups and downs, but I'm excited to share my story with you guys today. So starting back in 2018, in my college years, I was going to school for a BBA in information systems, but it didn't start off like that. Back in 2013, I was actually going to school for physical therapy. Did that for about 2 years and decided I didn't like it, so I switched to marketing, which transitioned me to the School of Business. While I was in marketing, I did that for about a semester. I didn't really like it. After that, that's when I actually switched to information systems, which put me into the IT field. So I decided to officially transfer my major finally to information systems. I did this for about, well, the remainder of my college years and finally obtained my BBA in 2018. So actually during that last semester is when I had to get an actual job. So I was working a part-time job at the time, but I was looking for an actual full-time corporate job. So I started looking for roles within IT support or customer support or some type of entry-level IT job. And that's what landed me my first role as IT customer support. I spent about a year in this role, which gave me great foundation in customer service. It also helped me develop strong communication skills. It was a challenging role because I worked a shift from 2 to 11. I was also doing school, like I said, at the same time. I would have 9 a.m. classes, 9 a.m. to probably about 11 or 12. I would take an hour nap in my car, and then I would drive, probably get something to eat for lunch, and then start immediately working from 2 to 11. I did this for about a year. If you look at the organization structure of any tech company or any company that has a customer service department, customer service doesn't have access to everything. Usually if there's any issue that we can't solve or we don't have access to, we have to escalate that to the next department. And so those next departments that we were escalating harder work to, I was looking at, why can't I do the same thing that you're doing? So I would basically try to get as much access as I could to do those specific things that we had to escalate to the next department. And my managers took notice of that. So they'd actually recommended me to those different positions, and I ended up moving up after about a year to a systems application and monitoring role. So I did this for about 9 months, and there was that same pathway of escalation. So there was some certain things in the monitoring role that I didn't have access to actually do. So I did the same thing. Again, managers took notice of this and they recommended me to the IT infrastructure engineer role. Up until this point, I went from support for about a year, then to analyst for about a year, and now I'm actually at the engineer role. So now there's really no person to escalate my work to other than the same people on the team that are probably at a senior level. Also, I learned a lot in this role. This is actually what progressed me to the DevOps route. Now I understand the cloud. Now I understand infrastructure as code. Now I'm picking up scripting skills. And I did this for about, I would say, I think 2 years. And that's when I landed my official role as a Senior DevOps Engineer. In this role, I was responsible for designing and implementing CI/CD solutions. I worked mainly in the Azure cloud space. I used a lot of Azure DevOps. I did this again for about a year until I actually got burnt out. So I was very busy. I did a lot of work in that role. After about a year, I was just tired of it. Then I transitioned to the role which I'm at currently and that I've been doing for 2 years, which is pretty much the same stuff, but I'm working on newer technology. I'm working at definitely a larger scale. This is a pretty big company that I'm working at, and I love what I do. So that's pretty much my journey from college, from a customer support analyst all the way up to a Senior DevOps Engineer role. It's been a long road with many ups and downs, like I said, but I'm very grateful for every step of the journey. If there's one piece of advice I could give anyone starting out in their career, it's to never stop learning. The technology industry is constantly evolving, and you need to be able to adapt and learn new things if you want to succeed within this industry. I'm gonna get back to work. Like I mentioned earlier, it was supposed to be a light day, but turns out it's